In court, my dad pointed at me and said, he only knows how to waste what he doesn't deserve, demanding the entire inheritance my grandfather left me. The judge, his friend, nodded. His lawyer smirked. Then I said 2 words that made the judge go pale. The courtroom smelled like furniture polish and expensive cologne. My dad sat there in his $4,000 suit, platinum cufflinks catching the light. Same ones he wore when he skipped Grandpa's funeral to attend a donor dinner. 2-term congressman, champion of family values. The man with the perfect smile on every billboard. Also the man who hadn't visited his dying father in 23 months, but I had. Every single day for 2 years. Made him soup, read him the newspaper, sat with him during chemo, held his hand when the pain got bad. Grandpa left me everything. The house, investment portfolio, his vintage Corvette, $4.3 million total. My father wanted it back. The judge walked in, silver hair, expensive watch, 19 years on the bench. Before that, law school roommates with my father. They were golf buddies who texted about college football. My attorney had wanted him removed. Clear conflict of interest, he said. Will it work? I asked. Probably not. My father's lawyer stood first. His suit cost more than I made in a month. Your Honor, my client comes before this court with a heavy heart. The decedent was 87, dying of cancer, on heavy medication. The defendant systematically isolated him from his family to steal this inheritance. The judge nodded. Barely visible, but I saw it. My attorney presented our case. Medical records showing Grandpa scored 29 out of 30 on cognitive tests. Letters in his own handwriting explaining his decision. Testimony from his nurses and doctors confirming he was mentally sharp. The judge shuffled papers, checked his watch, barely glanced at our evidence. But when my father's lawyer spoke again, the judge leaned forward, engaged. Then my father stood. He pointed at me. Theatrical. Practiced. Your Honor, I don't want to believe my own grandson could do this, but this boy has never worked an honest day in his life, never built anything. He only knows how to waste what he doesn't deserve. The judge nodded again. Automatic agreement with his friend. That's when I knew we had him. Your Honor, I said, standing. Before you rule, there's something the court should know. The judge's jaw tightened. You have representation. This will only take a moment. He hesitated. Proceed. Briefly. I pulled out my phone, opened Facebook. Your Honor, you just nodded when my father called me worthless. In open court, while supposedly being impartial. The room went silent. That nod, combined with what I'm about to show, proves you're not his judge. You're his friend. I turned my phone toward him. This is you at my father's lake house last month. Private doc. You're both holding beers. Posted publicly. Tagged location. The judge's face went white. I scrolled. Here's his birthday party. His campaign fundraiser. New Year's Eve dinner. The golf tournament where you were partners. This is the judge started. Public campaign records show you donated $15,000 to his campaigns. Maximum legal amount every cycle. I held up my notebook. I also documented 17 instances of bias today. You ignored our evidence but engaged with his. I have times, descriptions. My attorney has copies. So do the court reporters. The judge's hands shook. If you rule in my father's favor after this, I'm filing everything with the Judicial Qualifications Commission, the state bar, every oversight body. I paused. I'm also sending it to every news outlet in the state. Congressman uses judge friend to steal dead father's estate. That ends careers. Both careers. The silence was crushing. The judge gripped his gavel. The court has reviewed the evidence. Medical documentation confirms the decedent was mentally competent. There is no basis to overturn this will. His voice shook. The will stands. Case dismissed. He banged the gavel once and ran from the courtroom. Reporters rushed the doors. My father aged 10 years in 10 seconds. You destroyed my career, he whispered. No, I exposed what you built it on. You hired investigators. I used Facebook. Your profile is public. So is the judge's. I just paid attention. That was the truth. Every photo was online. They'd been so comfortable they documented everything themselves. Never imagined anyone would use it against them. 3 months later, the judge retired amid ethics probe. My father dropped to 18% in polls. Career over. I moved into Grandpa's house. Kept everything exactly how he left it. His books, his reading chair, his fountain pens. Added one thing, 23 framed photos of us together. Graduations, birthday parties, playing chess, just existing. 23 moments my father missed because he was too busy being important. This was never about money. It was about a dying man leaving something to the person who showed up. 2 words destroyed a congressman and a judge. Conflict of interest. Turns out when you're too important to visit your dying father, you forget to tell your judge friend to make his Facebook private.
Click the link on the homepage to watch the full follow-up for free.